Hello guys, so in this video we will see how to create a table and what it is a table. So basically a table is just a tabular table that contains some data that you might connect it to a feature class or for some features on the map. So let's say for example if you have the city layer, have the population for 2019 and someone want to send you the new population number for 2020. The way they do that is they create a table on ArcGIS and they just make sure that at least there is one common field. Let's say the city name or object ID is the same, so you can use it to make a join, to make a relate, or to make a relationship class between this table and your city feature class to update the new population. So in this video I will just show you how to create a new table inside ArcCatalog and how to add it to ArcMap. And in order to use it, you need to create like a relationship class or a join or a relate between the table and any feature class you have. So if we go to our California folder and we go to our California geodatabase, if you open the dataset, and here's the thing that you have to keep in mind, you cannot create a table inside a feature dataset because a feature dataset have a spatial reference, and anything you create inside this feature dataset, it takes the same spatial reference because the table doesn't have any spatial reference and doesn't have any spatial data, doesn't have any features, and you are not gonna see anything on the map when you use a table. You have to create the table inside a geodatabase. So the only place to create a table is inside a geodatabase, not inside a feature dataset, and not outside a geodatabase. So the only place to create a table is inside a geodatabase, like California geodatabase, and you come here and you right click and you say I want to create a new table, and you just give the table a name, my table, and an alias, and you say next, keep everything default, and here you enter the fields you want to create for this table. Let's say for example city name and 2020 population, and this will be long integer, and we say finish. And here we got an error say that this is an invalid field name because we cannot create a field name starting with a number. We have to create a field name starting with a character. So for example I will say no and come here and say I want to change it to population 2020 instead of 2020 population. I'll say finish. Now I have my table right here. If I open ArcMap, let's open California MXD again, I can come here to our catalog and add my table. Right here, drag and drop it anywhere. And now you have your table, you can right click on it and say open. You can start open an editing session and you can start enter the values. Let's say city name Costa Mesa, and the new population for 2020 is like 500,000 people live in Costa Mesa in 2020. Let's say the other city is Santa Ana, and here let's say right now in 2020 there are 1 million people live in Santa Ana. Now I can save my edits, stop the edits. Now I can make join or relate or relationship class to use this new data, either to create a new feature class that have the new data or to just make a connection between both of them. So whenever I choose a city, I can view my table and I can see which one is selected based on my relationship class. So that's it for the tables. It's very simple. It's just an attribute data. It doesn't have any spatial data. It doesn't have any feature classes. It doesn't have any spatial reference, but this is the usage for it, to use the object ID or any field you have that is common between your feature class to update any other data. And if you have any questions, please let me know and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.